Welcome to this episode. Welcome to D-Range. Today we're testing out armorflage. The reason I say that, because this soft body armor looks like camouflage. Ha ha. What we're going to test out is a couple things today. So first of all, we're going to test out old armor. Old level 3A body armor that's been previously worn, never been shot, but they say it expires. So we're going to test this out. That's the first thing we're going to test out. Also, we're going to test out when we pull the trigger and hit one of these, what's it going to do to the car behind it, which is a solid steel surface. All right, is it going to dent it? Is it going to poke through? What's it going to do? So we're testing those two things out. Then the other thing we're going to test out is how many layers of level 3A does it take to stop a 223. All right, plain and simple. Let's get to it.
It's time. D-Range time. Let's get to it.
So before I go any further, wear new merch. It's a new shirt. Can't get this shirt yet, and you can get this hat, but people aren't buying my merch, so I'm testing out new products. If you like them, put a comment down in the comment section saying, hey, I like that shirt, I'd like to order that shirt. If you like what I do, put a comment at the bottom saying, hey, I like what you do. If you don't like it, put a comment down there. You know, criticism is everybody's best way of learning. Either way. So, we're going to start out with this thing, 9mm. This is a Taurus G2C 9mm. This is one of the pew-pews that is it's a 9mm, but it's one of the pew-pews that's well under $500, which is what we've done a bunch of series on. So, if you look at this really good, you can see the red line on the top right here. All right, just so y'all know, that means she's hot. She's ready to go. She's as hot as it is outside today. If you look real good, you can see my glasses fogging up. Either way, we're going to shoot this. We're going to do a few little tests, and y'all tell me what you think. If you want to see more of it, put it down below. First up, we're going to go for one of these top vests right here. All right. Right here, or hit it. Oh yeah, y'all definitely got to see what's behind that. So for the faint of heart, just so you can see, right here is where I hit, okay? You see this hole right here? You see it? All right, now look behind it. You see what it did back there? And that's a better reinforced piece right there. But that's what it did. It was up here. That's what it did when that bullet hit. But just to let you know, right there, I can feel it. That is the bullet. So, let's take this back up. So now we're going with a SW40VE 40 caliber Smith & Wesson. This one also, you can buy for under $500. It's a pretty good gun. This is a full size. It's not too bad of a gun. Let's try it out. We're going to go right here. We're going to move down a panel. Right here. Ooh, it didn't like that at all. That 40 got a little stingy sting. So let's carry you over here. This is my 40 hit. And if you look at the back of the vest, I don't know where it's at. It's in there somewhere. Trying to find it. Alright, either way, I don't even know where this one was. Where was this one at? I have no idea where this one was. That must have been right there. There's a dent right there, but it got two of them. So it got the second one here too. But if you look at this, there's the hole. And there's a bunch of copper right there. That's part of the bullet. If you look at it real good, it did not go through. All right. So now we're going to go with the IIIa Garrison 1911 45. It's a 1911. cool gun, sweet shooting gun, you also can't expect much from it. It does have the grip safety, it's got the hammer, and bam, 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 there's your safety. All right, so I'm gonna move this one a little lower. I'm gonna go right here for this bottom one. Ooh, I see paint everywhere. You know what? After a period of time, paint on a car dries out, it gets really hard. So, if you look right there, really good, if you can see it, there's our whole bullet right there. See it? All right, it's still stuck in that panel. And that's what it did behind it. Did not go through, but you ain't liking it on the back side. But there is the bullet right there. It's mushroomed out. I can feel it all around in there. This one that's in the opening right here of where the window is, I want to shoot it with a bunch of 9s and just see. I'm pretty sure it's going to go in on the first one, but just to see how it handles it. Keep in mind, I am 5 yards pulling the trigger on it from this car. There is damage on the back side of these old, wore out ballistic panels. Okay, body armor, soft armor, level 3A. However, so far, 9, 40, 45. Stopped every one of them it's supposed to, and it's doing a good job. Now, we're going in this area right here. This is where we're going to go for. I'm sure we're going to take it right on in the car when we pull the trigger this time. But here we go. Y'all get that? That thing said, see ya. But okay, there's the bullet hole. That bullet's sitting right there. It's traveled up the side of this panel, but it's not gone through. Alright. Yeah. So now, just to show you that I am shooting 223 ammo, and I've got a 25 round mag in here. Wink. Just to show you that this is the same type of armor that everybody else uses, I'm gonna put a 223 through it. So I'm going right here, this lower panel here. Like I said, there's my bullet. There's the hole. There's the where it came through the seat stuff right here, and who knows where it went that way. All right. So now we're going to layer them up and put a bunch of stacks up there and see how many layers it takes to stop that 223. We just want to hold them together a little bit so that they don't just all fall apart as easy as they can. All right. So now we are going back to the 223. We're going to put a bunch of rounds until this thing drops. Here we go. So let's bring you with us. Let's get a little closer. Don't be shy. Alright, so you see all these rounds right here. They're all spaced out. These are kind of close, but then I just started throwing them everywhere. The big question is how many rounds went all the way through? Or how many rounds stopped? So we're just going to go ahead and flip this thing over. Ooh, back of that car ain't liking it. We're going to get to here. And then I'm going to show you, ooh, I got metal and glass and everything else in my hand. Alright, come right over here. So, if you can see this, that round, don't look like they went through, but it daggum sure blistered the back. I can feel the round, All right, so it don't look like they went through. If you look right here, you can see on the side of this car here, it busted metal, but it did not go through. All right, so the question is, how many layers did it go through? So let's find out right there. All right, so here we go. Y'all right here looking. Definitely went through every one of those. Here's a hole. All right, definitely entered this one and went through every one of them on the back side. Definitely went in this one. Looks like it exited way worse. Went in. This is the one we shot with a 45 earlier. The back of this thing is hot. It shredded this one. All right. There's a piece of round, but it shredded that one. That's 4. It's still coming out. There's pieces of lead right there, if you can see it. See the piece of lead? I can't tell. My glasses are fogged up. Piece of lead right there. There's a piece of lead right there. But a bunch of them still made it through there. So that's 4, that's 5. Lead, there's some lead in there. Made it through the back side in most places. That's 6. Made it through a bunch of them. There's pieces of brass right there, if you see it. You see it? Went through the back a bunch of these. That's 7. And here's our 8th one that has a bunch of lead laying around it, and you can see the deviation where it slid around. I got pieces of lead. But it did not go through. These holes here are not holes, okay? It just hit hard enough that it wore the backing off and it never went through the car. So, in case you didn't know, in case you didn't know, 9mm 40-45 level 3A, great. Used vest, as long as it hadn't been shot. Everyone I've tested so far, great. They still do their job. Not saying all of them will, but these so far have. 223 round. It is not supposed to stop, and it don't. Matter of fact, level 3A, 8 layers of level 3A does not stop a 223. You might get lucky and it might get 1. But if you get multiple rounds coming in there, it is not stopping a 223. So, until the next time we tore this car up, we've showed you armorflage. We're working on a patent now, so don't try to copy us. Until the next time, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to go to drange411.com and get your merchandise. And don't forget, I love you all. Thank you for your support. Please continue to follow. Please continue to do what you do. Until the next time, peace.